What is the cost of you continuing to sit idle in your marketing and not actually be consistent in your message, in your marketing, or not be clear in your marketing? You might post on Facebook, you might post in social media, but if you're not clear, how much money are you leaving on the table? Because people have no idea how to relate to what you do. How many thousands or tens of thousands of dollars now are we talking? How many clients over the last 5 years have you lost because you weren't clear? So this is another way. Now this way, soft costs are actually a bigger number, and they're actually, you have to get creative here because it's speculation. We're projecting. We're like, I don't even think you can calculate how much you've missed in opportunity. But we have to put a number on it, because the only way I, as the consumer, find value is if you start to add it up for me. So if I say, like, look, my 787 course is already, you get 2 private coaching sessions with me, by the way, which are, I charge $1,000 a month for my private coaching. When you do that, if you do private coaching with me, you get 2 calls a month with me. So I'm giving you in this program 2 private coaching calls in addition to the 6 2-hour trainings. So if you just get the 2 private sessions, it's already $1,000, and I'm only charging you $787. So do you see how I'm starting to give you the specifics of? I'm connecting dots, and I'm giving you linear logic for what the value of this is. Then I'm like, look, I spent $5,000 to take a course, right, that taught me a lot of the things I'm going to teach you. But you don't get it for $5,000, you get it for $787. That includes my 2 one-on-one private sessions. Now, let's just look at the amount of opportunity cost of you not being clear in your message. How much have you left? I'll ask you, how much have you left on the table by not being consistent and not being clear? Those 2 things, consistent and clear. How much have you left on the table in the last year? In the last 2 years, the last 5 years? How much will you continue to leave on the table in the next 5 years if you don't figure this out? Easily tens of thousands of dollars. Easily. Now, here's the part that makes this work, guys. If you're just playing with numbers and throwing out arbitrary shit that people can't really buy into and sink their teeth into, then they smell it, because it's not anchored in anything real. But when it's real, because you know that it's real, you know that you've left thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars on the table in the last 5 years, if not the next 5, you know that I'm telling you the truth. And that's what makes this real. And it's hard. It was a jump for me. I really had to jump from, I hate to overpromise things. I hate to, I just want people to feel like I'm above board, like I am being super straight with you. And so it was a hard leap for me to start to go into the projected costs of things, because it's speculative. I have to imagine what it is you've lost in your business and what you'll lose in the future. But if we don't put a number to it, and I just say that my program is $787, well, you're like, well, I could go hire somebody for $5 on Fiverr to tell me what to do with my marketing. Well, of course. There's always somebody that will do it cheaper. And that's the thing, right? That's why we have to start to connect some dots for people about the numbers of it all. You have to start to find the numbers of this for people. Otherwise, how do you quantify? How do you quantify what it is you do? And how will they know the value? How will they know the value of what you offer? It's not enough anymore to just say, guys, I'm really good at what I do, and this is what I charge. You have to connect. We buy emotionally, yes, it's true. But we use our linear logic to try to justify what that does for it. We're like, yes, I totally get this now. So, in closing, as you start to approach your the next level of what you're offering to the world, you have to start to find a way to have them see the value. And the only way that happens is in juxtaposition with something else. The only reason gasoline at $1.99 a gallon is of value is because I've seen it everywhere else for $3.49 a gallon. This is how we, the consumer, determine value. So you have to start to put some numbers to what it is that you do, and not just the number that you sell it for, but the number of why it's valuable.